Hey guys, CryPTOSICIAN here. Now, one thing about having a strategy is that, and being sure of that strategy is that you're going to have a lot of confidence in entering your trades. And confidence is one of the things that helps you to execute and not be afraid of drawdowns or be afraid of losses. And when you have this trading confidence, profitability is certainly guaranteed, especially when you have a strategy that you abide by, a strategy that you stick with, and you're disciplined to follow at all times. Now, I'll just go straight to what I'll talk about here. Now, I have here the 4 hour time frame on Gbpusd. Let me just adjust this guy because it was moved. Adjust it so that it fits that fair value gap right there. And I'll just set it well so that you can see it. All right, so there's a 4 hour time frame bullish fair value gap there, and price has been bullish for several days. All right, but then there was a strong pullback all the way from this point down here. Now, there was no major reason, or let me say that price consistently kept falling down, all right, until it got to this very point. Why did it turn around at that point right there? That 4 hour fair value gap is right there, right below a liquidity point or an inducement point that had to be cleared. And once that inducement was cleared, price just turned around right below that fair, right on top at the edge of that 4 hour fair value gap. Now, the thing is, remember, we clear liquidity and we have our points of interest and we take our trades from point of interest. Now, when that happened yesterday or early hours of this morning, now let's go to the 1 minute time frame. I'll show you. So price fell all the way down to that level, right? Okay, and that's around 133,900. Tap that point right there. No, that's not it. Right here, where we have this point here. All right, so it got to that point and then it broke structure to the upside. Now, looking at what had been happening before that, there was a downtrend. Price has been falling, all right, below the 50 EMA, the brown line 50 EMA. And then it got to this point and then shot up and just broke structure, what we call a change of character or market structure shift or change of state of delivery. And it broke structure and broke structure yet again. So London session came, opened, and then it was time to join the trend. It's as simple as that. Once you see that your higher time frame POI has been taken, has been tapped, has been respected, the inducement or liquidity in the 4 hour time frame was taken, and then your smaller time frame, your lower time frame, the 1 minute time frame showed you a change of character here, the logical thing to do is to join the trade. All right. So even your 5 minute time frame or your 3 minute time frame showed it clearly. Look at it. Change of character, break of structure. You enter, you buy. There's nothing else you need to do because the higher time frame has told you that that level is a strong one, the 4 hour time frame fair value gap. And if you held your buy all the way to Jerome Powell's speech, when his speech started, all right, you see that you would have caught this massive leg up. Now, this is another confirmation that news events, economic data always supports your technical analysis when you technically analyze properly. When you do your technicals properly based on very powerful strategies, your economic data will only confirm what your technicals have shown you. That's a fact. It happens all the time. And I mean, you can argue, but I'm just telling you what results have been telling me. All right. So the break of structure to the upside continued on the lower time frames. It continued, and then there was a pullback right before that massive move to the upside. There was a strong pullback to the 50 EMA here, and then 3 minutes later, price just all the way to the upside and has continued to rip. And that was over 120 pips, over 140 pips right now. All right, just in one day. Look at that candle. Massive, massive candle. If you look at it on the 4 hour chart, you can see it very clearly that price Let's go to the 4-hour chart here. We can see that price respected that level and then cleared it. Look at it. Just look at the size of that candle. Cleared all the liquidity, the trend line liquidity, the buy side trend line liquidity here, cleared everything and continued to the upside. Now, I want to show you something, all right, in preparation for next week. What do you see here? This point, this point, and this point. That's an inverse head and shoulders pattern that we're seeing already. If this neckline here is broken to the upside on Monday, there's going to be a massive rally to the upside in the coming week. All right. This is by no means financial advice. Do your own research and continue to strengthen your strategy and your own setups. All right. Do it for yourself and become a profitable trader. I'm CRYPTOSICIAN and I'm out.